Let's talk about relics, part 2. I think you should almost always prioritize at least one character-specific relic, but how should you fill up the rest of your slots? I've seen some people argue that the most important relic is the one that increases rune acquisition for you and your party. Leveling up is absolutely the best way to increase your damage and survivability, but how much of a difference does this relic make? Individually, one of these relics increases rune acquisition by 3.5%, or 1.035 times the normal amount of runes. You need 513,000 runes, give or take, to level up to 15. With one of these relics, you would only need 495,000 before bonuses are calculated. Doesn't seem like much, but this effect can stack with itself. If everyone in the party ran 3 of these relics, you would only need 377,000 runes before bonuses. So in theory, you could get to level 15 about 36% faster. Kinda nuts. Maybe it is the best relic. What about all these HP, FP, and stamina restoration relics? Let's start with the old pocket watch unique relic, which comes with FP restoration with successive attacks. Successive attacks is a description you'll find on talismans like Millicent's prosthesis. Let's assume this uses the same system that's in base Elden Ring, since we don't really have a reason to assume otherwise right now. These effects are triggered by a hidden point system called a cumulaval, or accumulative value. Different attacks and different weapons add to this value until it triggers, and then this value resets. From my testing, this ranges from 7 R1 hits with a fist weapon to 4 R2 hits with a greatsword. It's weird and hard to identify a good rule of thumb to follow. When it triggers, it will recover your max FP times 0.05 or 5% of your max FP. This is different from the relics with HP and FP restoration with weapon attacks. These will trigger on almost every hit. There's a tiny little cooldown in the background if you attack too fast, but the amount is so low it can be hard to notice it happening at all sometimes as well. HP restoration will be 10 HP per hit, and FP restoration will be 1 FP per hit. Stamina recovery on successful attacks is similar. It will also trigger on every hit, unless the attack brings your stamina to less than or equal to 0, so you can't swing indefinitely. The first level of this relic restores 2 stamina per hit, and weirdly, the +1 version is one of the only pieces of missing data in the data mine spreadsheet, but it's probably safe to assume it restores 3 or 4 stamina per hit. Both versions can stack together.